Hey there guys, welcome back for another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grotz. Today we're going to be battling out over the Mighty and the Cunning. So today's special mission objective is Shatter Their Strength. So you get to score 2 victory points each time an enemy Galatian veteran unit is destroyed. And you score 1 additional victory point if that enemy Galatian unit was contesting an objective when it was destroyed. So potential to get a lot of extra points here. There's 4 objectives just going across the center of the board there, and then the smaller deployment zones, which also means we're even slightly farther away than your usual just 18 inches away in this kind of deployment. So today here we're playing it out in our foresty landscape. We got our 4 objectives going along the side here, lots of trees, lots of rocks, and our big river going down the middle here. Alright, let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, Patrick here. Today I'm going to be taking out my Mega Gargants again. I'm going to be playing a little more laid back, I'd say, Sons of Behemat, as laid back as they can get with the War Stomper tribe. My grand strategy is going to be take what's theirs, so having more of my units in my enemy's deployment zone at the end of the game than their own. And my triumph for today is Inspired. Today I have the Gatebreaker. He's going to be taking the artifact, the Arcane Tome, with the spell Flaming Weapon, get that extra damage on his flail, so he can do a lot of damage in close combat. War Stomper General, he's got the command trait Eager for the Fight, so that allows him to charge within 3d6 instead of just 12 inches. Or sorry, within 18 inches and roll 3d6 for his charge instead of normally within 12 inches. And he's got artifact as the Ironwelled Cestus, so that allows him to reroll his save rolls. And if he's in close combat and he rerolls any of those into 6s, they dish out a mortal wound. Also backing him up is just a bare bones regular War Stomper, and then a unit of 3 Man Crusher Gargant mob. And then today just have the bosses of the Stomp with 2 of the Megas to get me that second relic, and I'm going to be at 1940 points, so hopefully I'll end up getting that triumph so we can hit really hard, hopefully, and use that on the Man Crusher Gargant mob there. But let's take a look at what Jesse's playing.
Alrighty, so bringing back my Nighthaunt probably for the last time in a little bit, hopefully. I know we played them a lot, but just really been fancying them. Just came off Season War GT with them, so just still itching to play them a bit more. But and wait, I don't think we've done the Sons of Behemat versus Nighthaunt, so it should be pretty exciting. So I'm bringing Scarlet Doom like I always do. My grand strategy will be Fright or Flight. My triumph will be Inspired. I'm at 1940, so nobody's gonna get the triumph, which I'm more than okay with. Gargants with +1 to wound is pretty terrifying. But going over the list, I've got my general, who is the Cruel Gas Cruciator. I've given him the artifact Arcane Tome, the command trait Master of Magic, and the spell Shade Mist. I've also got 2 Spirit Torments, just to bring back as many Blade Geists as I can. I've also brought a Guardian of Souls with the spell Seal of Shyash, so all the good defensive spells. Going over my battle line, got 2 units of 20 Blade Geist Revenants, which are going to be in Expert Conquerors. I've got 2 units of Hex Wraiths, a unit of 10 Blade Geists, and then a unit of Chain Rasp, and then I've also got some Mournfang Banshees. Everything but the 2 units of 20 and the Guardian of Souls is also going to be in a Battle Regiment detachment, so I'll be 4 drops, so it'll be a roll-off to see who gets to basically go first. But yeah, that'll be my Scarlet Doom list for today, and let's get into the game.
Alright, so after deployment, my Gatebreaker on my right flank, Man Crusher is right beside my general, right front and center, and then my Bare Bones War Stomper off to my left. Across we have Jesse, nice and boxed in, got the Hex Race blocking up front. The Banshee's in the center there with the characters ready to block any magic, since I actually, for once, do have a caster on Megas. Then the 2 20-man units of Blade Geists, and then Jesse's decided to put up his unit of 10-man Chain Reapers and Blade Geists also. So he has 2 guys in the sky ready to drop down, and hopefully maybe get him one of those easy battle tactics for just popping in my zone. I won the roll-off to pick zone and drop first, so I have control of turn 1, and I've decided Jesse will be going first, so we'll get into Nighthaunt, turn 1. Alright, so Nighthaunt, turn 1 hero phase. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're going to do against the odds. We did contemplate trying to go for a barge. If I could get in either corner, I would have gone for it just to make you have more options of like maybe having to go back, but I can only fit in back corner over there.
Fit the units in this kind of corner here, and he doesn't want to just put 2, even though we distract the Mega Gargant and force him to come deal with the 2 units here. Since they'd be Galatian veterans, he doesn't want to give up 4 points right away. Because there's one unfortunate play in this mission here with Mega Gargants. I don't have any Galatian veterans, so Jesse has to be careful when I get access to killing those guys, because they're going to give up a bunch of victory points over the course of the game, potentially.
I'm assuming you don't want to do any proving grounds.
Nope.
Okay.
For that exact reason we were just stating, because then I would just deny myself an objective.
So I'm going to go straight to the heroic action. I'm going to just try and get one on my Cruel Ghast.
Sure.
Nope.
Nope. I'm going to go for one on my general. Nope.
Alright, I'm going to go for Shade Mist from the Cruel Ghast onto unit of Hexrace in the front there.
Sure thing.
Goes off.
Hits with a 7. Yep, I'm out of unbind range with my 1 deny. So.
And then I'm also going to be giving them the 5+, the other spell that I have. What is it called? Seal of Shayash. So that goes off, no problem.
Yep.
So they've got a 5+ ward and they're -1 to be wounded.
Awesome.
And that should be it for my hero phase. I might as well. Actually, that's it.
All right, we'll get into Nighthaunt turn 1 movement phase. All right, so at the end of the Nighthaunt movement phase, Jesse really hemmed and hawed, because he's really always got to keep in mind of getting double turned by Mega Gargants, because it is extra devastating. Just moving up the 1 unit of Hexrace, ready to kind of speed bump, maybe slow down some Megas. Getting Jesse his battle tactic of getting the 1 objective with them. This other unit of Hexrace just moving up, Jesse realizing he doesn't kind of need them as much for their spell blocking potential, since I'm playing Megas. And securing that second objective, getting Jesse his score 1, score 2, score more, and his battle tactic. And then everybody else just kind of shifting along, kind of redeploying, making sure to be extra protected, because again, as we said, the double turn and the fact that the Man Crushers can advance a charge and then he can charge up to 18 inches, my general, is really terrifying for Jesse, absolutely. So he doesn't want to be overcommitted with units when all he needs is the 2 objectives, especially on the first turn.
Just want to get the bare minimum, and the thing is, even if I still get doubled, there's still a chance I get charged, but I think if I get doubled and uncharged, it might be a game over by then, so really just trying to minimize that from happening.
Absolutely. And with that, like as we said, that's going to be it for Jesse's turn 1, no shooting. And as we said before, he's going to get a full 5 points for score 1, score 2, score more, and then his battle tactic for 2 points, getting him a total of 5 points for turn 1. So let's get into Mega Gargants, turn 1. Alright, so turn 1 for Mega Gargants, I'm going to do, this one's mine on the Hexrace, so my general has to be the one to kill those guys, and get me my battle tactic, and then my heroic action, he's going to try for a command point. Nope, it's not going to get it. Heroic action for Jesse.
I'm just going to try to get a command point on my Cruel Ghast.
Sure. He gets it. And then my only other heroic action, just trying to cast, I guess does he even need Flaming Weapon? He's just going to throw a Mystic Shield on the Man Crushers. So he gets that with a 6, and since Jesse stayed back, he's out of unbind range, so those guys are going to have Mystic Shield. And that's going to be it for Mega's turn 1 hero phase. Let's get into the movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, Gatebreaker moving up, Man Crushers moving up. Actually moved my general first. Jesse tried to redeploy to move the Hexrace over, make it harder to get at the Banshees. He was only able to get a 2-inch redeploy, so wasn't able to move over far enough.
Better than 1.
Yep, better than 1. And then the War Stomper on the far side advanced, moving up, securing the far objective. He's hoping for the double turn so he can come flying in at that 20 stack of Blade Geist. With that, we're going to go do some quick shooting. Going to see how many rocks we get with the Man Crushers. Going to throw point blank into the Hexrace. So we're going to get 5 shots with those guys. We got 4. Ooh. 5 shots. These guys are hitting on 4s. So that's going to be 3 hits. And they are wounding on 3s. Is it only -1 to wound in close combat, or?
I think it's everything.
Okay, so Jesse's checking that. Would be 3s if it's only combat, 4s if it applies to both here, so we'll just double check. So will only matter if it does apply here. I might get one, otherwise I'm getting none.
Yeah. Anything.
Anything? So yeah, so we're getting nothing with Chuck Rocks. And then the Gatebreaker is just close enough to hit at the far hex race. He's going to throw a rock, and he's going to miss with that rock. Alright, that's going to be a quick shooting phase for the Megas. And then we're going to get into some charging. So we're going to go with my General here first. So he's looking for a nice big charge. He's getting a 10. Should be more than enough. Yeah. He's going where he needs to. He's going to go slamming into those hex rates there. So he's going to pretty much end up right about here. And just be fine there. Then we're going to be charging with the Man Crushers. Just need a 3. Ooh, just barely. And they're going to go stomping right into the hex race here. Try and keep them near my General as best I can. Because being War Stomper, he can only issue command abilities from the War Stomper table, and they only really affect the Man Crushers there. And then also, just to help out, just in case, going to go with the Gatebreaker here. And he's going 10 inches, so I'll measure that one out. I'm going to try and get him as far up as possible. If he can maybe get to the hex race somehow, we might go that way. It's probably going to end up just behind these two guys, right about here. We'll show you that where those guys end up, and then we'll show you quickly roll off camera their impacts and see how many ghosts are left standing. Alright, so after charges and impacts, making sure to do the Man Crushers before moving the Gatebreaker, just in case we move too many of the hex race, making his charge difficult. But with 10 inches, he went there. I did 3 damage with the Man Crushers here, 3 damage into the hex race. And then Gatebreaker did, I believe it was 5 more wounds, but Jesse was able to stop 3 of those real quick because he's got that 5-up ward. And thankfully realizing I didn't kill all of the Banshees, because if I did with the impacts, I would have denied my own battle tactic. So for monstrous actions, we're going to stomp with the Gatebreaker on a 2+. Gets it for D3 for 1 mortal wound into the hex rates.
5 up.
And Jesse stops it. And then just going to roar the Banshees because we can. So she is roared, she's not discorporating, not that I believe Jesse would. And then we're going to go with the Man Crushers first. So these guys are all going to pile in their 3 inches, just get a little bit closer. So they're all within an inch there. And then we're going to do our stuff them in a bag. So see if we can get rid of these guys here. So we're looking for double their wounds. They're 2 wounds apiece, so every 4+ is just a dead hex wraith here. So that's going to be 1 hex wraith, and I get to choose because it's within 3 inches of the model. So I'm just going to take one of one of the full health ones there. All right, they're going to grab some dice here and roll a bunch of dice here because we're going to get 30 club attacks with these guys here. All right, so going with all 3 Man Crushers here, 30 club attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s because of Jesse's nasty little spell there. Do I want to give them reroll 1s from the General here? Yeah, I'm going to spend a command point so they get to reroll hit rolls of 1 from the General there. One of the War Stompers. So a couple 1s here. Grab those guys first. I think that's it. Let's grab those 2s. Sweet. All those are good now. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Ooh. Have to do that too. Alright, so hitting on 4s, or wounding on 4s, sorry.
So far.
Oop. Guys, miss. Ooh, not the greatest. So we got 6, 9, just 9.
Alright. 9 4-ups. Just 1 damage each?
Just 1 damage each.
Oh, not the greatest for me.
Yeah, well, even on the 4-up.
5s and 6s. It'll be the unit.
We got him. Alright, so that's it for Man Crushers. That lowly little Banshee gets to swing away. See if she can't hurt my General.
Point. Use all attack.
Yeah.
Oh, you ward me actually.
Yep.
So 4s.
Hits.
And 3s, nothing.
Nothing. Alright, he's going to see with the War Club.
It's gonna miss him.
3, 6, 8, 10. I will pile in here first though. Just going to roll this guy nice and quick. So it's hitting on 3s. Normally wounding on 3s. Oh yeah, they have this still. So 6.
Should do it.
2 damage each, so
4 up.
So that's 6 damage coming through.
And she's toast.
And she's gone. So we get our battle tactic there. We'll make sure we do our little pile in there. But I would have had to do first with her there, so he's just kind of nudged like an inch. And that's going to be it for Mega Gargant's turn 1. So we got 2 objectives in the center here, and then on the left with my other War Stomper, so we have score 1, score 2, score more, and our battle tactic. And the very scary part for Jesse, we got to roll priority.
Sweating.
Oh, it's
4.
a 3.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so we'll get into Nighthaunt, turn 2. Alright, so Nighthaunt, turn 2, hero phase. Jesse, what's your battle tactic?
So Patrick advised against it, but we're going to go for it. We're going to go for eye for an eye. We could go for an easy barge or desecrate, but I kind of want to try and take out at least one while I still have some damage dealers on the table.
Yeah, well, you still have both 20-man units unscathed.
Yeah. The problem being is I'm still quite far, so I'm going to have to go for probably 9-inch charges because I don't want to give him a redeploy. If I go like my 8 for an 8-inch charge, you can just redeploy him, and then it's even worse.
It's guaranteed by then at least a 9, even if I roll the 1, right? So you're better off not risking it being worse or outside of range.
Exactly.
So yeah, 9-inch charges. So what's your hero action going to be?
So we're going to just try and go for... do we just go for like a fucking... We're going to go for... we'll
You
get
were
a
thinking
command point.
finest
We'll
hour
get a
over
command point. Yeah, we'll get a command point.
No command point on my gatebreaker. Nope. Nobody's getting those today.
Yeah.
So yeah,
casting. We're going to go... I think this one actually might be closer. Alright, so we're going to give Shade Mist to this unit over here.
Yep, that's the +1 to your ward.
No, that one
Minus
is the
1 to wound.
-1 to be wounded.
Okay.
Goes off on 9.
I'll let that go on.
Okay, we'll give them the 5+ ward.
Yep.
Nope.
Fails.
So he has the reroll actually. Or no, he doesn't. It's the other guy. So that'll be it for my casting.
Alright, that's it for hero phase.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll get into Nighthaunt, turn 2, movement phase. Alright, so end of Nighthaunt, turn 2, movement phase. Jesse auto-advancing the hexways to get around and move block my gatebreaker, so he couldn't redeploy this way here. So he wants to go for the gatebreaker over my general who can reroll his save rolls. Even still, he was able to go this way at least 3 inches. I got a 6-inch redeploy, so we went 3 back and kind of 3 over. So maybe now if Jesse comes in, he's going to end up tagging both megas, or even possibly when piling in the man crushers, so we can have a lot of punch back potentially. Then his 2 20-man units moving up. Auto advance, full auto 6 on the Spirit Torment there guy, just to get him up front so Jesse can possibly resurrect some guys if things go horribly wrong this combat phase. And then his other characters advancing up, just making sure to stay behind the blade guys there. And then Jesse's decided to hold back his 2 units up in the sky so he can still get that barge through enemy lines battle tactic easily in a later turn. Alright, so we're going to see those charges. So
I think I'm actually going to start with this unit actually.
Yeah, because they're closer to my general, but what are they to the gatebreaker there? No, these guys are 9 after the redeploy.
They're actually closer.
So they're 8 or 7?
It's like 8.5, so 8.
8?
But these are the ones with Shade Mist, so I think those are the ones I probably want to try and go in first.
For sure.
At least. So let's see.
Oof.
We'll use we'll use a command point for that, I guess.
So the reroll the charge roll there.
Let me just warm these dice a bit. I don't want to double one again.
Yeah, you might want to grab 2 different dice. After you see snake eyes like that.
Let's try some new dice.
There you go. Good idea. There's the 8.
All right.
So they're just gonna get in there, but the way they're probably conga lining, unless he only wants to get a couple in, he's gonna end up probably coming within 3 of the general.
Yeah. Biggest thing is, so I'm gonna just pile these in and then do the mortal wounds, and then I'll charge with the other unit there.
Sure thing. Alright, so after they just moved in for their charge here, Jesse's decided to stay outside of 3 of my general because he doesn't want to force the 2 megas in. And here come the impact hits for their mortal wounds, looking for 5 pluses here.
It's not too bad so far, maybe.
It's looking like 6.
It's about average, 6.
6, so 6 mortal wounds. I don't have any ward safe, so that's just going to be 6 wounds on the Gatebreaker to start.
I've also given him the -1 to his save.
Yeah, because he got the 8 there, so he's got stunned once so
so
far.
we're going to go in with the big unit now?
Yep, so these guys need a 9. Oh,
No.
I see a 1, so no good.
We are going to go in with the character too?
Remember, he advanced, the guy up front.
That's true,
all the
true.
characters advanced, so it's going to be it for charges.
Okay. So we'll pile in these guys and then...
Yeah, and then just monstrous action. I'm just, for end of the combat, I will just roar these guys. Nope, no roar. So he may be able to discorporate it, but he's probably going to all-out attack. Alright, we'll see after Jesse piles in here. Alright, so after piling in, the blade guys staying wholly within 12 of the Cruciators, so they're -1 reduced damage by 1. And let's see these attacks. Gonna go with all-out attack, you said, Jesse?
Yeah.
Alright, so hitting on 2s. 6s are auto wound here. These guys get the extra attack for charging in, so 3 attacks apiece.
And so we got some 6s.
Few.
And then I'm just going to double check here. If I'm within 12 of him, which I am, get +1 to wound.
Alright.
So wound on 2s. Don't think it's going to be enough to take him down, but so we got 5, 10, 15, 19 at -2 with the Nighthaunt ability.
-2. Alright. I'm just gonna borrow those guys.
Oh, yeah, here.
You just get the small ones. Alright. So I didn't use all out defense and hope to save that for all out attack, so we're only looking for 6s here. So just not too bad for only 6s. 4, so you're going to take 15 damage with the 6 we took on the charge, so he's taken 21 damage so far. So I'm just going to double check his bracket, see how many attacks he gets, and pile in with the Gatebreaker. Alright, so with 21 damage on him, he's going to have 7 attacks with the flail. And we're using all-out attacks, so he's hitting on 3s, he's going to be wounding on 4s because of Jesse's Shade Nest there. So hitting on 3s, 2 misses. And then normally 3s, but going to 4s. So 3 there, killed 1 with the spell. So looking for 4s. 1 goes through, would be 3 damage, but -1 from the Cruciator is 2 damage.
6s.
No,
Kill
so
2.
2 going down. Then he's got his 2 awesome kicks, rerolling 1s. Nope, so 2 hits, and then wounding on 4s because of the -1. Both are going through. 2 more 4-ups. 1 goes through, so that's D3 damage. So it'll be 2 damage, 1 damage.
6.
Nope, gets another 1. And then Death Grip, misses. Would have been hitting on a 2 there. So that's going to be it for Mr. Gatebreaker. And that's going to be it for combat this turn. So I didn't even kill enough there to force, I think, Battle Shock only got 3, was it?
Yep, and
Yeah,
then they
so-
come back at the end of the...
Yeah, because of his other character there. So the 3 I just killed are going to stand right back up. But that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 2. And they're just going to get the 1 point for securing the 1 objective here. So Nighthaunt are going to be up 6 going into the bottom of turn 2 for Mega Gargants with 5 points. Alright, so turn 2 battle tactic here for Mega Gargants. What were we going to do there? I guess I'm just going to do, because this guy was towing just the edge of your deployment there, so I'll just do Desecrate their lands this turn. And then Heroic Action, I'm going to do Finest Hour on my General, because he's going in. And what's your Heroic Action going to be, Jesse?
We'll do, I'm going to try and get a command point.
Alright.
And try it on him. Try and save him.
Try and get him out of there?
Nope.
No command point. Alright, then my 1 spell, I guess we're just going to try and get Mystic Shields Gatebreaker on himself. Try and keep him alive here. Oh, he's going to fail that. Alright, that's going to be it for Mega Gargant turn 2 hero phase. Let's get into the movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, turn 2 for Megas. Man Crusher Gargant mob, apologies there. Trying to get through. Enough room to move by the Hex Race, stay out of range of the Blade Guys here, move up. Could have advanced them to close the distance, make the charge easier, but I wanted a chance to chuck some rocks. And then my General moving up and around with his 3d6 charge, hoping to smash into some characters. Their War Stomper moving up, ready to support the Gatebreaker, who is going to chuck his rock point blank into some Blade Guys here that he's stuck with. So he's going to hit, and -1 to wounds, misses. And then chucking rocks. Oh, I gotta be near my General. Never mind, we're not gonna be able to chuck rocks. I gotta be near my General, not these guys, not just a regular one. But he's gonna be able to issue them command. So they might be able to reroll this charge. But we're gonna start with my General. So in the back here, he gets the nice, awesome 3d6. Look for a nice big high roll so I can smash into some characters. That's a 13. I think that's gonna be good enough.
Wherever the hell you want to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so he's getting into the back of those characters there. Gonna just move him there, and then I'll show you real quick where he ends up. Alright, so General ended up back there. Made sure to tag him in, even into the Blade Guys, so he can get some extra attacks from his Boulder Club there and get max once he piles in. But he's gonna do his impact into the Cruciator, because we want to get rid of that damage. It hits for D6. 2 mortal wounds, not too great.
6s.
Nope, he's gonna take 2. And then we're going to charge with the Man Crushers. They're going 9, so they're definitely going into those Blade Guys there. Move those guys and do their impacts real quick for you guys off camera. After we show you the War Stomper charge here, see where he can end up. He's going 11, so he might even be able to go around and help smash out a character there. We'll see where he ends up. Alright, so after the charges, Man Crushers going over to the right, doing 4 mortal wounds with their impacts. My other War Stomper only did 1 mortal wound to Jesse's other character in the back there. So that's it for our impacts. Monstrous actions, I'm going to try and stomp the Cruciator, I guess. So on a 2+, hits for 3 mortal wounds. So he 6s.
Hey.
He stops 1, so he's taking 2 more. So he's got 2 life left. And then, where do I want my roar to go? I think it's going to go into still pretty big, large unit of Blade Guys here. So 3+, so we got the roar there at least. Alright, and then we're actually, because we want to get rid of that Cruciator, I'm going to pile in with my General and go with him first. Alright, so we were hemming and Han. General is still going to be going first, but we're activating the my hurl bodies from both my War Stompers in an effort to try and snipe them out so I don't have to dedicate too many attacks. So it says hurl body is once per combat phase, can pick a unit within 3 inches of a War Stomper and then attempt to throw those guys and do mortal wounds equal to their wound roll. Since I have the +2 modifier still on both my War Stompers, they can't fail the hurl body, so it's just going to be 2 mortal wounds right at the Cruciator.
Still says you have to roll 4+.
Oh, and then yes, we're picking them up automatically, but then yes, I still need 2 4+s here, just to do So it'll be one from here because it's got to be from this guy, and then 1 from this guy here within 3 inches. So as long, if I get 2 4+s here, could make dedicating my attacks a little bit easier. Woo! So we're gonna get no 4+s, but we're just gonna get that out of the way because I always seem to forget about hurl body.
Could have been huge.
Yeah, could have been huge in this rare instance, but so then for his attacks, since there's 2 damage left on the Cruciator, I don't think I can risk doing the just 4 attacks with the Death Grip, and then the 4 attacks from Jump Up and Down and 1 attack from Death Grip, because he has a 4-up and then 6-up. Like Jesse might discorporate him just in an effort to keep him alive because he is absolutely worth keeping around. But I really don't want to waste all the attacks on. I can't risk it. We got to do the club into him. So we'll do the club into him, and then we're going to do the rest into the Blade Geist there that he's also touching.
Alright, so the question is, do we discorporate to try and
save
mathematically him? It's not the right call, but If he stays alive,
whiff here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yep, you're gonna get the all-out attack from the other War Stomper because he can't issue it to himself, being the War Stomper general here. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s here. Yeah, he's not -1. So we got just a couple 1s. That was 6. And then wounding on 2s here because he is finest hour. So 1 miss, 7 going through.
Yeah, I don't like the odds.
So average says I should get him, but don't ever believe in the average.
All right, let's see some 4s.
Well, I see 4 fails.
So that's gonna, how much damage each?
2 damage each, so going down to 1.
I gotta make a bunch of 5 pluses. No,
Oh, I see 2
just an
fails.
S.
Oh,
So it's
we
good
got
that we didn't split.
Yeah. Well, we did split, right? Everything else is into the others.
Well, I mean the
bullet
club.
Sorry. True enough. All right, that is for jump up and down into the blade dice. So hitting on 2s would be re-rolling 1s because they are non-monsters, and wounding on 2s. So 4.
Okay.
2 going through for D3 damage. So just 3 damage.
6s.
Stops 2 of them. Nice. Just 1. And then the death grip. Hits because of all out. And doesn't wound.
Alright.
Alright, that is going to be it for the general. He got the important target and killed a couple ghosts. So we will take it. But now, where is Jesse going to punch back?
I think we're gonna go over here.
Going with the blade guys into the
Yeah.
man crushers. So I'll show you where all these guys end up after he piles in here. All right, so the blade guys piling in. Jesse's gonna get 18 attacks here into the man crusher mob. Hitting on 3s.
Pull up those 6s. Few 1s. Threes. Yeah, that works out.
Nice.
That's we got 5, 10, I think.
10.
-1.
-1. So these guys are going to 6s. And wasn't close enough to this Gargant here to all out defense. And my War Stomper General cannot issue that command because he has to use the War Stomper one. So we need 6s. So we got 1. So that's going to be 9 damage into my back man crusher there. So now those guys are okay to activate. So we are definitely going to go with... I think I want to go with the War Stomper next. Because otherwise Jesse can remove guys back there if the Gatebreaker gets lucky and give him even less attacks. So we're going to pile in with the War Stomper there. Alright, so after the War Stomper piles in, he's going to get max attacks with his Boulder Club, which I'm going to put all of them into the Blade Geist. And then he's going to put his Jump Up and Down and Death Grip into the, which is the Spirit Torment there.
Yeah.
Kind of giving the +1 wound to guys wholly within 12.
Oh, yeah. What's it? Guardian of Souls.
Guardian of Souls, sorry, yeah, mix them up there. So we're going to start with the attacks on the Guardian of Souls. So jump up and down, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Ooh, gonna love that. And then wounding on 3s. Wow, 4 wounds there to start. Oh, we only get 1 through. I feel like this guy's gonna live. D3 damage for 2 damage.
6s.
Oh yeah, he's living unless this Death Grip is the best Death Grip ever. Hitting on a 3, that's not a 3. Alright, he's living. So now we're going to hopefully fare better and smash some blade guys here. So 10 attacks, hitting on 3s. It's not bad at all.
-1 to wound.
Oh, right, yes, these were the ones with shape miss. So 4s killed 1 die. But, so 4 wounds. He's going to fail 3 of them, so that's 6 damage on 6s. Substitute, so 4 going down. And then it's going to be their chance to fight back. So it's going to be a weird pile in just because he's got them kind of split with having to go each direction there, so we'll see where these blade guys end up here. Alright, so after Jesse's piled in, he's gone for the extra risky, he's gone for the conga line, he got a few attacks into the back War Stomper, doing 2 damage, did those real quick off camera. And he's got 8 blade guys going into here, trying to finish off his Gatebreaker, he's got 21 damage on him, let's see it.
So hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Not too bad. Pretty good.
Yep, awesome.
And then wounding on 2s because of the character.
Guardian Soul, yeah.
That's a auto wound.
Oh, right. Not bad at all. Just gonna roll those. So with the -1, but we used all out defense here. We're saving for the Gatebreaker, back to 4s. That's pretty good stop. So he takes 5 more damage. So he's got 26 on him. So he's got 9 wounds left. And then we are going to go with, since he's okay to act, Jesse's now going to have a couple characters. But we're going to go with the Man Crushers next and see where those guys end up. Alright, so Man Crushers scuttling along, piling in, staying outside of 3 of Jesse's other hero here. I don't want to give him a free punch against the Man Crushers, who have already got 9 wounds on one of them. And I'm only going to risk 2 of the stuff him in the bags, because Jesse has 12 guys there, and if I get all 3, I might negate my +1 damage that they have against hordes here for having 10 or more models. So I don't want to do that. So we're going to go for 2 stuff'ems, and those are going to go off. So that's 2 Dead Blade Guys just removed from play. And then we're going to get right into the Massive Clubs. But the one with 9 wounds, he's only going to get 6 attacks, so that's going to be 26 Massive Club attacks here. So we're just going to roll that real quick. Alright, so 26 club attacks here, using our last command point from the general to give these guys reroll hit rolls of 1. So hitting on 3s here. And these are going to be 2 damage thanks to that bonus damage here. Just grabbing some 1s, 3 1s. Oh! Hate to see it. Alright, so we got 6 misses, so that's 20 hits. And then we are wounding on 3s here. Probably should have used my triumph with these guys to make sure we mock them, but hopefully with the extra damage, it's enough. Alright, so 3s, bunch of 1s. That's going to be 5, 10, 15 exactly. Run means nothing. 4 ups for Jesse. Ooh, that's below average. And these are at 2 damage a pop.
So that that's already
that
enough.
Twice, so that's 1 there. So that'll finish him off there. And we don't need to do any kicks or headbutts. And then it'll be Jesse's choice to activate which hero he's going to go with here. We'll see after they pile in here. Alright, so Jesse did that combat real quick off camera there, doing 2 damage with his first hero there. So now we're going to go with the Gatebreaker, who's got 26 wounds on him. So he is definitely not top bracket. And he's only going to end up with 6 attacks with his flail right now. So he's hitting on 4s. Oh, only 2. And wounding on 3s. So 1 wound.
4.
Loves it. It's a 3 damage stopper. 2 kicks for him. 1 hit. 3+, 1 wound. Goes through for D3. 1 damage.
6.
No. Gets 1. And then Death Grip for 3+. Wounds on a 2+. Oh, stops it. Stopping everything he's got. So he did just measly 1 damage there. Perfect. And then Jesse's going to pile in real quick, and we'll see what that other hero can do. Alright, so, and with Jesse's last hero there, he did another 2 damage to the War Stumper. We roll for that real quick off camera. And for Battle Shock, Jesse, 2 Blade Geist ran away because he failed Battle Shock. He had 6 flee, he rolled a 6, so 2 more fled. But then he got 3 back because of the Spirit Torment, bringing 3 back from the grave. But I still have 3 of the objectives, so far left, and then the 2 in the center still. Because the 1 Man Crusher is just towing this guy, so the Hex Race haven't taken this one off of me just yet. So it will be 5 points for objective, score 1, score 2, score more. For 3 points, Battle Tactic for 2, and then killing one of Jesse's Galatian Veteran units gives me another 2 points, so that'll be 7 points. So it'll be 12 points for Megas to 6 points for Nighthaunt, and then we're going to get into priority. So let's see it. This is my 6. There's my double. I'm going to take it, and we'll get into Mega Gargant's turn 3. Alright, so turn 3 for Mega Gargants. Jesse's decided to make this objective here the Proving Ground. So as long as he has one of these guys alive at the end of my turn, he will take this objective away from me. But that's allowed me to choose out muscle for my battle tactic. So if I can kill this whole unit of blade guys, I'll get my battle tactic here. And then I'm going to do Finest Arrow with the Gatebreaker, try and keep him alive and get that +1 to wound, because they've still got Shade Mist activated. And then for my casting, he's just going to try and get a Flaming Weapon off. So he gets out with a 6.
Try to stop it.
See ya. Stops it. No casting from Megas.
We're just going to get a command point on my Guardian.
You got it. Alright, then we're going to get into Mega Gargant, turn 3 movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, Man Crusher is moonwalking backwards, getting ready to charge into the Blade Geist and help out. General just moving over about an inch closer to the Spirit Torment over here, ready to charge in and get at his pick of characters or help out with the Blade Geist here. With that, we're going to check rocks with the Man Crushers. Who do we want to try and kill here? Yeah, we're going to try and kill the character point blank on them. So D3 shots each. We're going to get 8 shots. It's pretty solid. And we're going to give them... Do I want to use a command point here? I've only got 2 because I'm going first here. Yeah, let's see. All out attack because he's not within 3, so we will get the +1 because he doesn't have Lookout Cert right now. So hitting on 3s. So 2 misses. Wounding on 3s. It's going to be 5 wounds. We could get lucky. These are D3 damage. Ooh, 2 through. What has he got? 5 wounds? 6 wounds?
5, I think.
Alright, come on, damage. Nope. 3 damage. Yeah, and that's still worth
6s.
Oh, stops 1.
It takes 2.
2 damage. And then the Gatebreaker has to throw point blank. Hitting on a 3. Hits. Wounds on a 2. Doesn't wound. Escapes. He can't handle these ghosts at his feet. And that's going to be it for shooting. We'll go right into charges. I'm going to go with my general. He's going to go 7. I think he's just going to go into that Spirit Torment there and then into the Blade Geist there. And then Man Crushers, let's see them. They're going 10. They're joining the party. We'll show you where everyone ends up and tell you where their impacts landed. Alright, so Man Crusher's ended up in here. 2 able to try and stomp the failed Chuck Rocks attempt. And my general slamming in there. He's going to try and end the Guardian of Souls first. So on a 2+. No, nothing from the general. And then from the Man Crushers, so the 2 into the Spirit Torment, both hitting. For D3, that's going to be 5 mortal wounds. See those 6s? Could we get them? We get 4. That will do it. And then 1 into the Blade Geist. And that one misses. And then monstrous actions. We'll stomp with my general into the Guardian of Souls there. So it hits. D3 for 1 mortal wound. Gets them. And then roar the Blade Geist here. So they are roared. Perfect. Alright, then we're going to go with the Man Crusher mob and pile those guys in. Alright, so the Man Crusher is piling in there, using my last command point for this turn for my general to let these guys reroll 1s. Trying to make these guys the heroes, so we're hitting on 3s. Bucket of dice. Lots of 1s to reroll. 5 1s. A couple more turned into hits. And get rid of these couple 2s. Really good, only 4 misses so far. But with Shade Mist, we're going to 4s to wound here. Not the best. Oh, that was a 2. Killed a few 3s. Looking like 5, 10, 11 saves.
You did roll them, right?
I did roll them, yes.
Discorporate.
So no Discorporate, yes. So 5 through at 2 damage each.
How many did I roll enough dice there?
11 there. 1 more. So 6 through at 2 damage each. So you can do all those +1.
Is it just 1 day? Oh, 1 damage.
2 damage each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 12. So 12 damage total.
Yeah. 6s.
Not
a 1.
So we got 12 down. And do their stuff them in the bags. As long as it's double, so that will be 3 more stuffed in the... Oh, I guess I have to do that at the start. Ignore the stuff. I have to do that as I pile in, so that's my mistake.
3 left.
3 guys left. All right. It's gonna be up to the Gatebreaker. So who's going? Which the blade guys?
Yeah, we're gonna pile them in this way.
Yep. Just get over.
Get them away if we can.
Yep. Don't need coherency now. They're under 5.
So 1, 2, 3. 2 still.
3s and 2s. Yeah, your Guardian of Souls is still alive there.
So 2, -1.
So he's got Finest Hour, so back to 4s. So he's taking 1 more. So he's got 8 left. Oh, come on, dice. There it is. All right. And then he's going to be the last one. Well, I guess I might as well go over here. General will do his club into the Guardian of Souls, and then his other 2 into the Spirit Torment back there. So he's only got 2 guys near him with +2 attacks and +4 for his Boulder Club. So he's going to get 6 attacks here into Guardian of Souls, hitting on 3s. Not so great. Wounding on 3s. So 1.
4 up.
Stops it. Then his 4 jump up and down on the Spirit Torment. 2 hit, rerolling 1s because you're infantry. 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Oof.
Ooh.
Alright, and then the Death Grip. Hits, wounds on a 2. There we go, we got 1.
Yep.
Yeah, D6, come on. 5 damage.
Yeah, I gotta make one of these. 2 of them actually, maybe. Boom.
Takes 2, takes 3, so yeah, he's got 4 damage on him. Still alive with 1 wound. And then Spirit Torment or Guardian gets a punch back.
So go with the Spirit Torment. It does more damage.
Yeah.
It's 3s and 2s. Oh. So 2 at -2.
2 at -2, and 2 War Storm, so 6s. Stops 1.
2 damage.
So he's taking 2 more to the far back one. And then I guess I go then also with my other War Stomper. He's going to do the exact same split. He's going to do the club into the 1 wound Spirit Torment and everything else into the Guardian this time. So, but he is wounded. He did another 2 damage there to him. So he's got 27 wounds remaining. So it's still top rocket there. So yeah, he'll get 6 attacks with the club, trying to finish off the Spirit Torment, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds. Come on. No, he's living.
Boom.
And then jump up and down on the Guardian. 2 hits. No wounds. And Death Grip hits. Wounds on a 2. It wounds.
I'm gonna live this if I can. Nope.
Nope. D6. 1 damage. That's the one.
Yep.
Got him just enough. Whew. At least the 2 megas. At least we killed 1 character.
Yeah, right. Guess I'll go with my Guardian.
And the Guardian into the back War Stomper.
3s and 2s.
2 hits.
2
Both
wounds.
wound.
Yep.
Minus
-1.
So 5 ups. He boxcars it and loves it.
Alright.
Alright, then it's up to the Gatebreaker. So he's got 6 attacks. No CP for all out, so hitting on 4s. It's going to be 3 hits.
-1 to wound.
But +1 because of finest, so back to 3s. And it works. 3 through. Well, 3
All
saves,
4s.
sorry.
Not a single one.
That's going to be 9 damage.
Yeah, they're toast. Yep.
8 damage, that will be the end of the Blade Guys and get us our battle tactic.
Also 2 for more Galatian vets dead.
Another 2, yeah, so another 7 points. So at the end of the combat in Battle Shock, we cleared off the 2 Spirit Torments. Guardian still kicking back there with 4 wounds left, and then finishing off the Blade Geist there. And that's going to be another 7-point turn for the Megas, bringing us up to 19 to 6 over Nighthaunt. And we'll get into Nighthaunt turn 3. Alright, so turn 3 for Nighthaunt, discovering the Nighthaunt got beat up pretty bad here thanks to the double turn from the Mega Gargants, not giving Jesse a second chance to kind of remobilize and attack
and overpower these megas with a couple of his Nighthaunt units. Realizing Jesse would be able to get his battle tactics for the remaining 3 turns. He could get Barge, he could get Desecrate. You haven't done against the odds yet?
I think I did it for round 1.
Round 1, right? So maybe he might not be able to get like a turn 5 battle tactic, but he would get his grand strategy because the Nighthaunt one is super awesome.
It's good for getting tabled.
Yeah, absolutely. We're realizing like we roll a mission, just wanted to play it out. Jesse wanted to see how Megas did against the Nighthaunt. So you can see some combats. It took me a while to deal with 1 unit of 20 because their Ethereal was holding up with the -1 damage from the Cruciator and the -1 to wound from Shade Mist. Just a really great combination and makes Nighthaunt, who are already insanely durable with Ethereal and a ward save, just that much more durable. I was lucky to keep getting off my roars to making sure he didn't get to Discorporate and go up to that 5-up ward, or definitely they just would have stuck around and been that much more annoying for me to deal with. Hexrays again, super mobile, being that little speed bump roadblock. Jesse didn't move up turn 1 here. Yeah, they're still over here.
For now.
But I could move up a full 10 and then being able to charge 18 inches with my general, like unless he moved everything back, even like he did there, I probably still would have been within 18. Yeah, like it's as far back as he could. An 18-inch charge range is just a super threatening utility to have, and especially when it's strapped onto a Mega Gargant. Even without the presence of Kragnos giving everybody a 3d6 charge, just the one having it is pretty scary to deal with. But yeah, even not having access to, unfortunately, like, again, Megas are super advantage in this mission. We realized as we rolled for the mission, and weren't quite sure if we should have played it out, just because Jesse has Galatian Veterans to give up bonus points. I don't have any Galatian Veterans to give up bonus points. But it just goes to show if you're like someone who likes to go to tournaments, even local events where they might put this mission in there, just be aware of other armies that aren't bringing any Galatian Veteran units in their list. They're going to be at a big advantage in a mission like this, not being able to give up those bonus points, whereas some lists are heavy on the Galatian Veterans with their Bounty Hunters, with their Conquerors, so they can give up a lot of extra points that way. So just something always to be aware of, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle report. Might have been a quicker one this time, but just always watch out for those Mega Gargants, and unless your Ethereal's holding, they can definitely crack through that Nighthaunt durability. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to stay up to date on all things gaming, Grotz. Be sure to check out Thunder Games and Gifts for all of your used model hobby needs. Those guys are great and will absolutely take care of you, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys at another awesome battle report.
Have a good one.